We need to have a home base for theater professionals, and Chamber Theatre has been a source for that. My name is Marie Kohler. I am a longtime audience member, appreciator, employee of Milwaukee Chamber Theatre. I moved here in the late 70s, and at that point, Monty Davis was just beginning to sort of do some theater, sometimes at the Skylight. So I began to see them and began to notice them and thought, oh God, that's my kind of stuff. Very slowly, I began to move into that world. Monty hired me as an actor, and I was beginning my professional acting career. And I was in some wonderful shows in the Shaw Festival, Ghosts by Ibsen, The Philanderer by Shaw. I got to be in this incredible production of Murder in the Cathedral by T.S. Eliot. We recreated that poetry, choral poetry, in that huge space. And I got to meet Jim DeVita, and I got to meet Susan Sweeney and Ruth Shudson, and we were all part of this chorus. When I began to be a little bit more established in the Milwaukee theater community, Michael Wright became my friend and ally. Michael gave me the opportunity to direct Dear Elizabeth. Over the years, I guess, I have seen many iterations of Milwaukee Chamber Theatre, starting first as kind of a very literary company that occasionally did some contemporary plays as well, but always worked with community theater members. I realize now that my grounding as a theater professional, much of it happened at MCT. And of course, I was at every show. I was in every audience, that going way, way back, and began to see people like Bill Leach, Susan Sweeney, Norman Moses, Carrie Hitchcock. My Milwaukee theater family began here. Chamber theater is kind of bedrock in a way for encouraging, giving people a chance, find texts, find promising actors, and social relevance. Chamber theater has offered this training ground, this opportunity for professional experience. People who are beginning their professional careers and have either come out of programs that were based here or internships that were based here and wanted to get some real work and wanted to work towards their union card, and encourage them to go on to become theater professionals. I think that's a big part of what I respect about Chamber Theatre, and I'm an example of it. I hadn't even realized it until this interview, but my first professional experience was here. The other thing that I think that Chamber Theatre has really offered to this community, which is unique, is its emphasis on language-based literary plays that come out of the great English-American tradition of fine dramatic literature. I think that has been something that was unusual about this company and has offered opportunities for audiences who have heard of plays like Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf or Ethel Fugard's plays. Chamber Theatre has been the forefront of that in this city, I believe. And I'm glad to know that it's continuing. We need to have a home base for theater professionals, and not only to begin their career, but to continue it and to be able to live in this community and survive as working theater artists. Chamber Theatre has been finding the talent, giving it voice, and then giving it sustenance. I think you need to cut me off now, Brent. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
That.